Hi guys! So I'm 31 weeks and 4 days today. This week I had a lot go on. First of all, I am pretty sure, I'm almost positive that Kyson has not necessarily dropped all the way, but dropped really, really low because he's all of a sudden just down there, way down there. Like it feels like he's touching my cervix pretty much. I get the cervix pinching all the time, which I had with Lilia. At the very end of my pregnancy, I had it with Lilia. But it feels like just randomly my cervix is being like pinched a lot. Also this week, I've been having heartburn like no other. I constantly have, well, not constantly have heartburn. Most of the time it's at night. And I've been trying to do things to minimize it, like drinking milk. There's a lot of different things that people can try. Yeah, heartburn is killing me. Also, I have so many stretch marks. It's ridiculous. Like, I discovered this week that I have a million stretch marks that go like this way, like sideways, like the one random one that I have with Lilia. And you can't see them very well unless I squish them together. But there's like a million there, and I'll try to see if you guys can see it on camera, but there's so many, it's ridiculous. Also, I had my appointment this week, and it was with the doctor that I love. Remember I talked about him a few weeks ago about how much I loved him, and then because of the practice that I'm in, you have to see like all of the other doctors just in case they deliver. Like, it's because the way that it works is when you go to the hospital, whoever delivers your babies is whoever is on call of that practice. So potentially it could have been any one of those things, or it could have been any one of those doctors. But I found out, because my doctor is so amazing and I'm just like in love with him. He's so amazing. He completely supports my want for a natural birth. And by natural, I mean not only unmedicated, but vaginal, obviously. And at my appointment, I actually had my appointment on Wednesday. And when I had my appointment, he was feeling around and he said that he was pretty sure that Caden was still breech. Baby B was still breech. And he said, even if baby B is still breech, he is still 100% for a vaginal birth. He said because of the risks involved with the C-section, that if baby A is a successful vaginal birth, it's a lot less risky to deliver baby B breech rather than doing a C-section where there's two areas of potential infection. So he completely prefers having a 100% vaginal birth, even if Caden does happen to be breech. However, I found out that at my ultrasound, which was on Thursday, they're both head down, which is amazing, yay! And at my last ultrasound, that was like 4 weeks ago, he was still head up. So he has turned, and he said that, or the ultrasound tech said that it is less likely for them to turn now because they're so squished in there. And actually, Caden has a lot more room than Kyson does. So it's good because Kyson's probably going to be way down there. And actually, when she was doing the ultrasound, she was like pretty much on my vagina. She was so low because he's so low, which is really good. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want. But I'm so excited that Caden is head down also because it's pretty much 100% vaginal birth unless, of course, something goes wrong. If something goes wrong, then that's a completely different story. But at this point, we are 100% for vaginal birth. Also, he did the heartbeat Doppler. One thing that I noticed is that Caden's heart rate is so much faster than Kyson's. Like, Kyson's just nice and chill down there, which totally matches their personalities, by the way, because Kyson is the chill one. He just chills and he gets the hiccups every once in a while, and then Caden is the crazy one who's constantly doing somersaults and kicking and going crazy, and his heartbeat is so much faster. And he didn't tell me like the beats per minute, but I just by ear I could tell how much faster it is. So it must be like pretty fast if I can like notice the difference, but both of them are normal and both of them are healthy. Also this week, the new thing is they are cutting off the circulation in my legs all the time, and it's almost always my right leg and not my left leg, which means it's Caden, or I'm assuming it's Caden. It's Caden's side that he's on, and it always cuts off the circulation in my right leg. So I'll be like, I was walking into Walmart 2 days ago, or yesterday, a few days ago, and I was like walking and all of a sudden my leg like went numb, and I was like, oh my god, like what am I supposed to do right now? So I just like leaned on the cart because Lilia was in the cart, but it just like randomly goes numb. Also, I bought their going home outfits this week, and I showed you guys in my the baby haul video, the going home outfits, so go take a look at that if you haven't seen it already. However, I did read all of your guys' comments, and I do think that it's a good idea for me to bring a preemie outfit just in case. Because I'm hoping, since I'm going to avoid induction unless absolutely necessary, I'm hoping that they are going to go pretty far. Oh, and I totally just forgot about this too. I don't know if I should... Okay, backtrack just a little bit. Sorry, I'm like completely off. Like, I don't know anything. I'll go back to that thought. But at the ultrasound... First of all, I have pictures to show you guys, so I'll show you guys those in a second. She measured how long they were and how, like, just all that stuff, because it was a growth ultrasound to make sure that they're growing okay, and of course they're growing perfect, like right on target, which is awesome. I went when I was 31 weeks and 2 days. In Kyson, it's actually a funny story. If you've had an ultrasound before for the growth ultrasounds, then you know that they measure like the head, and then they measure the torso, and they measure like the bone, just some of the bones in the knee, like in the leg and in their arm. They just measure like all these random things, and then they average it all together to get like an average of how big the baby is. Well, when she was measuring Kyson's torso, I want to say it came out to like 30 weeks and 6 days, and like I said, I was 31 weeks and 2 days, so that's pretty accurate. But she was measuring all the body parts she was measuring around like 30 weeks or 31 weeks, and then she measured his head, and his head was at 32 weeks. So I was like, oh my god, like oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. And anyway, Kaden was the same way, but not quite of a big of a difference. These babies got some big old heads. Oh, and then she did, I know that ultrasounds aren't 100% accurate. In fact, they're not even like, they're not like that accurate with weight, but they're pretty accurate because of the measurements that they take. And according to the ultrasound, Kyson is already 3 pounds and 13 ounces. And Kaden is already 3 pounds and 15 ounces. So they're already huge. They're already so big. The average weight gain at this point for like an average fetus it was just over 3 pounds. So just a little bit over 3 pounds. And they've already surpassed that by at least half a pound, maybe more. So I'm like, oh my god. These are gonna be some big babies. And anyway, that's when I was talking about the going home outfits. Since they're already almost 4 pounds each and I'm only 31 weeks, I'm thinking that they're probably gonna be a pretty good size. They're probably gonna be pretty good size babies. Meaning, for twins, I'm hoping for at least 6 pounds something ounces, but something's telling me that they might even be a little bit bigger than that. And Lilia was 7'6". And she came home in a newborn size outfit. But it also completely depends on the brand and all that stuff. But anyway, where I was going with that was, I think I'm gonna bring the newborn outfits that I bought. And I'm also gonna bring preemie outfits just in case, because you never know. And I'll probably end up putting the preemie outfits and I'll be like, you guys are right, you all told me. But I really want them to wear the newborn one because it is so cute. And they didn't have it in newborn size, at least that I saw. So it's not like I could go back and get some. But I think I might want to get some cute like twin onesies or twin outfits just to bring them home in, because I think that'd be so cute. Anyway, so I need to show you guys, I'm going to show you guys the pictures that I got from the ultrasound. Since they're getting so big, it's hard to get cute pictures of them, so I apologize, you can't really see. And one of them I have no idea, like I don't see it at all. Here's the first one. This is their heads. So this is baby A's head, and this is baby B's head. So like here's his it's the big round head right there, and then that's his ear, and then over here that's Kaden's big old head. So they're touching each other. And it looked like from the ultrasound that they were kind of facing each other, because Kyson is facing just a little bit backwards, which is good, because he for the ideal vaginal delivery, you want them to be facing towards your back, so their back is alongside your stomach. And then Kaden was kind of sideways, and there's a body part that always gets stuck in my belly button. I want to say it's like an elbow or a knee, and I had her look to see like what most likely it was, and she said it most likely belongs to Kaden, whatever it is, and it's either his elbow or his knee. So Kaden likes to get stuck in my belly button, which is fantastic. And then the second picture, this is supposed to be Kaden's face. I don't see it at all. I do not see a face in this, but that's supposed to be Kaden's face. And I'm assuming, from what she told me, supposedly, like, this is his face, and that's like his nose bone, and those are like where his eyes would be, but I don't see it at all. It's not a profile picture, so that's why I was like, I can kind of see it if it was trying to be a profile picture, but I don't see it at all. And then here is Kyson's, the back of his head, and then his neck and his spine, which is always the picture we get of him because he's in a good position for birth. So you can see his spine along there, and then there's his head right there. And then here's Kyson's profile, and you can see it a lot better. It looks kind of creepy because it looks like a little skeleton baby, but he's still cute. So there's his face. Oops. There's his, it goes down, there's his eye socket, and there's a little nose, and there's a little fist right there, and then there's his body down there. So you can kind of see it. And also it was so cute during the ultrasound. He was, she just sat the thing on his face, so we were looking at his face, and all of a sudden he started like sucking or something like on it, like with his lips. It was so cute. And you could totally see, and it wasn't a 3D ultrasound, it was just the normal ultrasound, but you could totally see his lips moving. It was so adorable. And then Caden is just crazy, like he always is in the ultrasound, so he's like moving around and she's trying to get measurements, and he's like kicking and squirming and like moving like just all the time. Like he always is. He's always moving. Like he's probably, if I listen, or if I just waited a second, he's probably moving right now. Yes, I can feel Caden moving right now. He's down on my hip bone. And that's the other thing. I constantly have pressure on both of my hips, which is why I kind of thought that Caden had turned, because there was constant pressure on both of my hips, like my hip bones. It feels like there's literally, like here's my bone, it feels like there's literally something on it, and I know that there is. It's two heads. So, which is good. I'm not complaining. That's really good.